The moose is avoiding me. So much so that I'm considering abandoning Mystery Lake for Forlorn Muskeg. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. I'm not bitter. I'm just wondering why the moose hasn't shown up. It makes me sad. We have some guts curing down here. As a matter of fact, let me make a quick note in my journal that we have 2 more guts. Cooking pot. I'll go ahead and grab that. Off the potbelly stove. That's the only one I'll lug with me. We've got 2 more up here, which I'll just leave here. And then I might take some stuff here with me. I may also, maybe before I go to Forlorn Muskeg, I'll get some of this reading done so that I can at least say that I've done that. That's not the worst idea in the world. We're not that tired yet. I could knock out one of them now. Let's see. Small arms, gunsmithing, field dressing. Let's go ahead and take care of field dressing your kill volume 1. Oh, it's a 10-hour book. I thought it was a 5-hour book, but okay. Let's drink some water, top off the thirst meter, and get cracking on this book and see how much. How am I doing hunger-wise? Yeah, I'm fine. I ate that deer meat last episode, so we are okay on hunger.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
You will be okay. There you are. It was blending in with the rifle ammo. I couldn't see it. All right, so I'm just going to say 10 hours. We're not going to get 10 hours out of this. But as a matter of fact, let me just say 5 to be on the safe side.
I'm going to need to rest soon.
Okay, so we got 4 in before the game made me too tired, which is what I was expecting it to do. So now we can sleep and then maybe read the rest as soon as we wake up. We'll probably have to do so by firelight, but that's okay. Let's drink this water. One of the things that happened last episode that I'm very excited about is the realization that level 3, not 5, as I might have mentioned earlier in the series, level 3 fire starting is what you need in order to drop your tinder. That's always something to look forward to as you upgrade your fire starting skill. We no longer need to carry tinder with us. I thought it was coming later, but we already have that ability. So, yay. Let's see. 11 hours of sleep? How about 12? Let's just go all in. Now, I'm personally, like, I would hope that there would be... Yeah, so we're a little bit thirsty. Okay, good. There's daylight. I was going to say, I would hope that the sun is already up when we wake up, and that is exactly what happened. So let's now... Let me check my hunger. Yeah, I'm not necessarily in a position to read for 6 hours straight. So hold that thought. Pork and beans and salty crackers. I'll be taking some of the food with me when I leave, for sure, but I don't want to leave all these books here unread. That's my main thing. It just seems to be a bit of a waste. We're not quite leaving Mystery Lake yet, but we might not double back to the camp office after we check trappers, is what I'm thinking. So, just to be on the safe side, we're going to do some of this reading now. All right, that's 3 hours right there. Done. All right, so carcass harvesting should now be level 2. Excellent. 10% reduction in meat harvesting times. Let's go ahead and drop that. Well, you know what? I'm going to carry that with me because I can use it to start a fire somewhere. I might do the same with some of the other books that I read. But, so we've got a small arms handbook here that's just going to take 5 hours. And I've got some teas on me that I could drink as opposed to drinking water. And this will help me get rid of some of my additional encumbrance. So let me go ahead and do that. I cooked these just to get rid of some of my low condition herbal tea. But part of me wants to just keep going for a bit here. Let's get this small arms handbook out of the way. This is a 5-hour book, so... Perfect. Alright, so that should have put us at revolver level 3. Good. Sounds like we've got a bit of a storm outside. It's fine by me. Revolver 3 is at... Okay, so recoil compensation increased by 35, struggle effectiveness increased by 10 when we use a revolver in a struggle. And then, of course, we have practical gunsmithing. But right now, we are actually almost out of... One thing I mentioned doing in the last episode is making some coffee. So, tell you what, let me look around and see what other wooden stuff I can break down in here. I might just use my hands so I don't need light. We've got a bit of daylight left right now. But there's this entire table. Oh, the note left behind. Have I read this one before? I think I have. But Beansy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed, goofy kids. Oh, knock-kneed, gotcha. Goofy kids. We fished and played with swords and made out of sticks, or with swords made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, look at the guest book, and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky. Always to come back. Always. Good job. 4675. Good job. All right. So yeah, this is an hour and 30 minutes if I use the hatchet. If I don't use the hatchet, can I even do it? Yeah, see, I might not be able to break this down with the time I've got left. I'll try it. Got it. Perfect. Okay, well, since I was able to do that, can't bloody see now. Oh, yeah, that's right. They changed... This is my first experience with a recent update they made. The windows no longer glow at night. I don't like it. I really don't. That's one of the ways that you could orient yourself in the dark, in the long dark, without needing to have a torch or a match. And I get it, things change, but that was one change where it's just like, no, it's always been that way, and I thought that had a pretty good gameplay function. Why would you change that? So, all right, I'm going to use one of my accelerants just because.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Oh, you need to eat?
Perfect.
That can be arranged. That can definitely be arranged. Also, I do have these books, which I can go ahead and just toss on the fire. Torch on, too. Oh, yeah, you do need to eat.
Ugh, my tongue feels like sandpaper.
Right, so here's an energy bar, 500 calories. And also still have that chocolate bar on me, so we'll eat that, too. I guess I'll go ahead and drink this water. There's that. Let's make some coffee, shall we? Got 3 hours, 51 minutes on this fire. That's enough for me. So we're going to, first of all, need some water in order to make the coffee. How much do I have? No, that's not enough to even make a tea, unfortunately. So I will go ahead and make a smaller amount here. There. So that's going to take 15 minutes. Now, cook some coffee, please. So apparently I still have some coffee on me, too, in tins. I thought I dropped all of the herbal tea and coffee, but I didn't. I guess I kept some on me. And then later thought that I had dropped them all. This is me, like, trying to think a little bit more about my inventory management than I have in the past. Because I do tend to bring everything with me everywhere I go and not worry about it. But I have been paying a little bit more attention, or trying to actively, with regard to, like, things such as the whetstones and rifle cleaning kit and sewing kits and things like that pile up and can add up in my inventory. All right, so this is almost ready. Let's go ahead and just take that. We're not going to drink it. And we're going to keep cooking coffee for a bit here. Oh, we're out of potable water again, sadly. A little bit more coffee. Might go through 2 tins worth here and then be done with it. Oh, out of water again already. All right, well, let's get just the larger amount here. And that'll make it a little bit easier to cook large amounts of coffee without constantly making more water. Oh, okay, so that was 1 tin right there. No, I didn't mean to drink it. Dang it. Okay, well, that was unintentional, but... We've got an hour and 33 minutes left on the fire. I'll just go through this fire with as much cooking as I can get done, and we'll call it even. One thing I do want to make sure I do is... yeah. Have enough water. Is there anything else that I can put on the fire in here? I don't think there is. I'm going to run outside really quickly because I'm not sure that water's going to finish off. But let me start another coffee before I do that. Yeah, I could break this table down if I wanted to. That's 38 minutes right there. That would be the fastest way to do it. But I've got stuff sitting on top of the table. And I don't necessarily enjoy destroying the interior of this place too much. Okay, now, ooh, that's going to take an hour. I think the smart thing to do, yeah, I'm just going to step out back and look for sticks real quick, because there should be some after a few storms came through this area since the last time we left. So I'm just going to use that approach. And then I'm going to sleep, because I need to. Should be some sticks back here, yep. Don't need many. And this will do it. That's 5 altogether. Perfect. Actual perfection on a stick. That worked out. Still have that wolf meat down here as well to snack on as needed. Here's the moment of truth. I just need to figure out how much... All right, good. Let's take that coffee. Past time. 45 minutes till boiled. I really just need to add like 1 stick. 2 sticks. To this fire. And we're set. Oh, I shouldn't have kept the lantern out. Wasted a bit of fuel there, but that's okay. All right, drink that. Keep the rest. Fire's about to go out. And now, yeah, food-wise, I also need to chow down on a few cattails, so let's do that. And in the morning, we will leave for trappers. No. Oh yeah, we've got... Maybe that's why I kept those on me, is these are the multi-stacks of coffee and herbal tea that I had. I dropped the ones that weren't multi-stack. I don't know why some items in the game do that and some don't. It's strange. Maybe it's based on condition. Maybe when you pick... That's probably what it is, actually. If you pick up multiple tins that happen to be the exact same condition, then the game stacks them. Otherwise, it keeps them separate. I would imagine that's the explanation. 10 hours sleep. And off to trappers we go. Perfect. Uh-oh. I guess we're not going to trappers just yet. Sounds pretty nasty out there. But that's okay. That gives me a little bit of extra time to read. I've got a few more things that I can do while I'm here. Let me take one more look at my inventory and see what I'm carrying. I can probably just drop those sticks here by the stove for future use. No need to carry them with me. I've some extra matches too that technically are just taking up space, so why not go ahead and put those away. It's almost half a pound. And of course the birch bark is a full pound, but that I prefer to have on me to make tea when the time comes. Okay, so let's go for the fishing book first. Food-wise, I do need to eat a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and just chow down on a couple of deer steaks. Or not deer steaks, but wolf steaks, because I can. I cooked this meat. Might as well make something of it. I didn't cook all of it, actually. All right, it's just the two that are left, and then the uncooked meat. It's actually not a blizzard out here, so we can go ahead and head to Trappers. Sounded like a blizzard, but it's not one. I'm just going to keep the book on me. Oh, I got food poisoning. How'd I get food poisoning? How the heck did I get food poisoning? Was the condition on that one too low? Was I not paying attention to the condition? Did I just plow through it not realizing? That's annoying. Okay, well, I'll take some antibiotics. Because that's clearly how food poisoning works. And well, yeah, now I need to rest for 10 hours. I'm kind of annoyed about that. I kind of want to just go to Trappers right now. Man, I guess it was below 20% and I just wasn't watching, and I just wanted to get the calories in me and go. So, I'm going to lose some condition, but I don't want to hang out here for an unnecessarily long time. So I'm going to move anyway. This will make things a little interesting, but I'm alright with it. Because you can see our condition dropping as a result of the food poisoning. So once we get to Trappers, I'm going to need to rest. But I've taken my medication, so now all that's required is the 10 hours of rest. So now I have some coffee and tea on me, which is nice. I was talking about that a couple of episodes back. Or, no, last episode. Alright. Health is not dropping quite as rapidly as I was afraid it would, so I think we're in good shape. We won't recover much, unfortunately, while we're resting for those 10 hours, but man, I must have just grabbed it and just not looked at the percentage at all, just trusting that the snow had taken care of it. That hasn't happened in a long time. Which I suppose is why it happened. That is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So I think what we'll do is head down here to Trapper's Homestead, where we will look one more time to see if our friend the moose is around. And whether or not we find the moose, if we find the moose, we'll kill it, put its hide down in Trappers, and then we'll head to Forlorn Muskeg. If we don't find the moose, we'll go to Forlorn Muskeg and go there to pass some time and get some stuff done and explore either way. And also pay a visit to the Broken Railroad. And we'll come back, especially if the moose hide is here. And as soon as we have a moose hide satchel, that's when we go to Bleak Inlet. I just want to go to the new zone fully prepared. I want to be well fed. I want to have my inventory at full capacity so that such things are not concerns. Oh, that sapling over there reminds me. Got an answer to the question of that phantom sapling when we were looking for the cooking, or not the cooking, but the clothing prepper cache, like 3 or 4 episodes back. So what was going on with that, and I appreciate the commenter who pointed this out, it makes perfect sense, and I had forgotten, but because we have the game on low vegetation settings, those stalks that you see out in the wild, whether or not there's a full sapling on top of them or not, are the spawn points for the saplings. And so if you're on low vegetation settings, or just a vegetation setting where a particular sapling isn't going to spawn, whether you're on low or not, then you'll see one that looks like you've chopped it, like I did. And you'll get paranoid because you're like, wait, I haven't been here. Is there someone else in the world? What's going on? Alright, so now the weather is worsening a little bit. The skies were not white when we stepped outside earlier. And it is getting colder too. Yeah, I've already checked that corpse. Because I've already been back here. Oh, look, there's some birch bark. Let's grab that, shall we? Oh, nice. Storm is actually letting up. Which I thought it might do. Usually blizzards in Mystery Lake, it's all or nothing. Like, if it seems like this storm is about to turn into a blizzard, it's not going to sit for 5 minutes and think about it. It's going to become a blizzard. It's typically how the pattern works. That's a wolf. Do we have a moose? Do we have a moose? I would love to have a moose, but I don't know if we have a moose. I can't quite. I don't think we do. We do not have a moose. Okay. Well, now I've just got to get some rest, recover a bit of condition. I'm still looking around. I'm hoping to be wrong. But I don't see any indication that a moose has been hanging out here. While we're here, oh, look at the fog setting in. That's lovely. While we're here in this general area, I could poke my head over to the unnamed pond before I leave and check there one more time. But I kind of just want to keep moving. You know, I kind of want to go to Forlorn Muskeg now. We've been all through Mystery Lake, and I don't want to keep circling around ad nauseum. So didn't I have... Yeah, I had those cured guts. I can grab them. We really just need to rest here, now that we're here. So, can I go ahead and just get 10 hours rest right now? Is there anything stopping me? I didn't grab any of my food when I left, so we'd have to double back, at least. Well, with that in mind, here's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and rest for the time that I need. I'll drink this. I am going to drink... Is my herbal tea still giving me the bonus? No, it's not. Let's drink some herbal tea so we get the improved rest bonus. I thought I drank some herbal tea recently, but I guess I was just talking about it. There we go. Yeah, I was just talking about it. I hadn't drank any. So, we need 10 hours sleep. I'm going to go ahead and just say 11. Okay, food poisoning is healed. Now, of course, we need to recover our condition fully, which we can do pretty easily by breaking down some wood in here and making some birch bark tea. That way we can recover our condition even though we're awake. We can just pass some time. We also have passive condition recovery, so that's helping a little bit, but it's not a tremendous amount. And that's the main concern that I have, is that it's just not going to take that long.
Anything about now.
I know you would. All right, so we're wasting a bit of lantern fuel here. That's okay. All right, let's get you going, shall we? Wood stove. There we go. Start fire. Fire striker. No tinder. Reclaimed wood. I'm not going to use any accelerant.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I've got the frozen angler, which I don't think I actually finished reading that, did I? No, I haven't finished reading it. So when I finish it, I will drop it. But for now, let's go with the 75% start chance. Let's just do it. 3 out of 4 is good enough for me.
Come on, little fire.
Well, okay. Don't fake me out now. Beautiful. Now, I think I need to prepare the birch bark. So this is going to take 5 minutes. Take 25 minutes to prepare all of it. Should have had some water there on the fire. Let's go ahead and drink some coffee. I don't need to heat it up, but this is just to replenish my energy a little bit, as well as thirst. And now let's do a couple of things here. We are going to cook some birch bark tea. We're also going to get some water. All right, so let's drink that. We're going to do this a couple of times, so our meters are going to fill back up as we do. All right, so we're definitely regaining health now, which is quite nice. Let's drink that. So we have 3 hours, 44 minutes on that. Just going to take that, not drink it. Nice. Cooking just leveled up. Past time till ready. Take that. We got 16 minutes left on the fire. That's perfect. And we are golden. I guess I shouldn't have drank that coffee. I wish I would have thought not to drink it, and then I could have just gotten in bed and slept and maybe woken up near the dawn. So, let's see. I'm going to need... I need to just go back and grab some food. So what I might do in the beginning of the next episode, here's how this is going to happen. Since I'm going back to the office, I am going to go by the unnamed pond in the morning. Why not? And then we're going to go straight to the office. So that'll take us through like one of the last areas of Mystery Lake that I haven't really poked my head into. It's not likely to have a lot of loot, so I haven't been eager to go there. But I'll go ahead and rest for a bit here too. Don't get a ton of rest. Yeah, just like an hour. But all right, so there's a little bit of extra condition, but then we will, and that'll allow me to look for the moose in one last spot, but then we will go and grab our food from the office, and we'll put the, and then we'll just put ourselves right on the path to Forlorn Muskeg. And we're going to go that way, and then check out Broken Railroad and see what we can find in those two general directions. And hopefully before long, we'll have a moose hide curing. And we'll have to find one somewhere, because I would like to set that goal. Before we go to Bleak Inlet, we need the moose hide satchel. So we're going to have to find it somewhere in the world. Looks like Mystery Lake isn't going to give us a moose. I'm okay with that, but we're going to have to find one elsewhere as a result. So let me go ahead and start this lantern so that there's a little bit of visibility. But I'm going to stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.